Howdy y'all, my name's Corey and today we're doing an unboxing. Let's go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
So in my last video when I showed off my game room, I showed you guys the giant stack of boxes in the corner that we were going to be unboxing today. There's so many of them, let's talk about what they are. Amazon Prime Day was a couple of weeks ago. I ordered tons of stuff on sale off of there. Some of this is from that. Some of this is from going to local game stores, also from traveling to Charlotte and going to a couple of local game stores there. And then some of this is Kickstarters that I had delivered to my house. So we've got Kickstarters, local game stores, and Amazon Prime deliveries. We have both board games and an entire box of pop figures. Let's get opening. Alright, first box. Wrapping paper. What do we got? Oh, okay. I ordered this off of GameFound. This is my storage box for all of my Unmatched games. My Unmatched games, I have my entire square here that I showed you guys in my collection. This is just for storage. So currently my Unmatched collection is taking up an entire Calyx square. It's the Unmatched Battle Box. This should display everything inside of them pretty well as store everything in one box, so that now when I go to game nights, when I want to take Unmatched with me, I just take this single Unmatched box instead of having to take all of the individuals, worry about what characters people want to play. I just put everything inside of here and take it with me. Super cool. I got this from GameFound. I've been waiting on this for a while. Love it. Alright, there's one box. Moving on. Let's do this box. Booyah. More big packing wrap. Okay. So, we have, Expeditions, the side sequel. We've got upgraded coins, of course. You guys know me. I have to have the upgraded components, otherwise I won't buy the game. Alright, so Scythe Expeditions is the follow-up to the very widely loved game Scythe. This game, I got the super nice edition, of course. Oh, this looks so good. Let me show you guys the back here a little bit. We've got some great minis, as always, coming with Scythe. I've got my big Scythe actually right here. Big box. This Expeditions will be going in right there on top of it, so Charterstone here is going to have to find a new home somewhere. But this is absolutely beautiful. Jamie Stegmaier is one of my absolute favorite designers. I think his games are beautiful. This is a first printing, so it does have the first printing number down here in the bottom right. So apparently the first printing was 7,500. I got one of the first 1,000, 983. That's pretty cool. I like that. So I got one of the first ones ever made. That's awesome. And of course, got the upgraded coins as always. You know me, I have to have it all. All right, Scythe Expeditions, love it. Moving on. All right. We're going to do the bag that has all of the local game store stuff in it. I just have all kinds of different games in here. Let's open them up and just show you what I've picked up. First off here, I picked this one up in Charlotte. I believe the store was called Maple City in Charlotte, I believe. If I screwed that up, I apologize, but it's pretty simple to find in Charlotte. Great store. I've been there multiple times. I really enjoy going every single time. When I went there last time was the store I talked about when I walked in, and right there on a table inside the front door, they had Flamecraft laid out, demoing it, things like that. It's a fantastic store. Great selection, great gaming area. I should do a video one day on game stores and local game stores. I may do that, so if you guys would like to see that, please comment down below that you would like to see maybe tours of local game stores, or maybe whenever I travel and I go to game stores, I can record and then do like a whole video of game stores. You guys let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. I think it'd be really cool to show off the stores. But what I picked up was Point Salad. If you're familiar with Point Salad, it is kind of a joke on how games are point salad games. What a point salad game is, it basically means that there's a lot of different ways you can score, so it's a point salad. You can score points in all kinds of different ways. The funny thing about this game, and the joke is that it's not a point salad game, but it's called Point Salad. But I got this game because I thought my wife would really enjoy it. I thought this was a game that me and her could play. It's simple but fun. A lot of people enjoy it, so I'm excited to get to this one. They actually just came out with a new game in this line. I believe it's called Point City. I'll have to check that one out, but we're going to play this one first. AEG is a great company, so anytime I see the company, I usually jump right on it to at least take a look at the game. So I'm excited to take a look at this one. We got Point Salad. Up next, we've got Furnace Interbellum. Furnace Interbellum is the expansion to Furnace. I have talked about Furnace quite a bit now. It is sitting right here. Furnace is one of my favorite games of all time. It was the revelation for me last year. I picked it up at Gen Con in 2021. I didn't get to play it for a couple months, so I played it for the first time at the beginning of 2022, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So as soon as I found out there was an expansion coming, I had to jump all over this. If you know anything about the game, there's different resources that you use in the game to essentially trade in to pick things up, and basically you use your resources to cash them in for points essentially. Well, the cheapest resource in the game is coal, and this expansion has a few different modular things that you can put into the game. If you don't know what modular means, it means that there's different things in this expansion. You can play with some of them, or you can play with all of them. You don't have to play with the entire expansion. You can add or subtract different parts of the expansion to make your gaming experience better. But one of the modulars in this basically takes your coal, which is the cheapest resource, and uses it in different ways, which I think is really cool. So I'm excited to make one of my favorite games ever even better. So, Furnace Interbellum. Also, I'm hearing some things, and I wanted to point out to you guys. If you're hearing any sounds that sound like some pounding or beating in my house, I've said in previous videos that we are currently trying to sell our home and buy a new one. So in the process of selling our home, we're having work done to the house. And literally right now as I'm recording, I have a guy or a couple guys at this point on the roof tearing off my old roof. Literally my roof is being torn off of my home as we speak. And then tomorrow they're going to come and put the new roof on. So if you hear anything, it's them on top of my roof tearing my roof off. Be looking for the home selling and buying videos a couple months from now. I'm really excited about them. I've been working on them throughout this whole process. I can't wait to show you. But let's get back to the games. I also picked up, so Carcassonne is one of the most popular OG games of all time, and it is also one of the most expanded games of all time. I have base Carcassonne, I've played it tons of times, but I actually don't have any Carcassonne expansions. Well, I decided it was time to change that. I picked up Carcassonne the Tower. So I have to make a confession here. Carcassonne the Tower definitely adds some new gameplay mechanics to the game, and it's a very good expansion. This expansion, however, was picked up for me out of pure laziness and frustration. So it's a tile laying game, if you're not familiar with Carcassonne, and during the game you make a stack of tiles that you pull from. Well, this stack of tiles is incredibly frustrating for me, because every time I feel like I touch it, I knock it over. Well, the tower comes with a little buildable tower that you put your stacks into, and it holds the stacks together, and it looks cool on the table. So I literally picked this one up just to make the game a little less frustrating to play and a little prettier on the table. I really care about things looking good on the table, so having this tower on the table is going to make it look good. So I'm happy to have this one for when I play Carcassonne. Alright, moving on. I am a very big fan of, I don't even know what you call it, I don't even know what you call it, but basically Sherlock Holmes, Jack the Ripper, that kind of era theming, if that makes any sense. Well, as a part of that theming is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I feel like those are all kind of a family of themes, if that makes sense. So I picked up Jekyll vs. Hyde. This is a two-player game, and I will be 100% honest with you, it is basically a card battling game where you're trying to essentially maneuver a piece from your side of the board to your opponent's side of the board. Very much like Watergate. If you're familiar with Watergate, it has some similarities to Watergate. It's not the same, but it has some similarities. But Jekyll and Hyde, all you had to tell me was Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde theme, two players. I love two-player games. This was an obvious pickup for me the moment I saw it. Love it. Then we have, so one of the games that got me in the hobby. You guys have heard me talk about Catan. You guys have heard me talk about One Night Werewolf. For sure, those games got me in the hobby. But another game that got me in the hobby is probably the game that I am the absolute best at. I am not the kind of person that cares about being good at games. If I come in last place every game, but I had fun doing it, I don't care. I'm fine with it. I just want to enjoy the game, spend time with the people at my table, and just have a great time. But the one game I'm really good at is Splinter. I actually think I've played Splinter upwards of 50, 60 times. I genuinely don't know if I've ever lost. If I've lost, I don't remember losing. And that's not me bragging, that's just being honest. I'm just really good at Splinter. So I've got Splendor, I've got a playmat for Splendor, I love the game, it's fantastic, but I'm really good at it. Well, what did we just talk about with Jekyll and Hyde? I love two-player games. Well, Splendor came out with a two-player version called Splendor Duel. It's a different game, it plays similar but not similar at the same time. It's got new mechanics, it's got different things involved. I just know that I am now combining two of my favorite things. A game I love is now two-player, because Splendor does not play at two-player, at least not well. So having Splendor Duel, generally this might be the #1 game that I'm excited to get to my table. This and Flamecraft that I picked up at Gen Con. My Gen Con haul video is up. If you've not went and checked it out, go check out my Gen Con haul video. It's super good. I hope you enjoy it. But that game, Flamecraft, and Splendor Duel, probably the two games I'm most excited to get to my table right now. Moving on. Yes, this bag is quite full, but we're in the last game. All right, so, is that the last game? Yeah, it's last game. Okay, Summer Camp. So, I'm going to debunk a myth right now. You have to go to some special game store. You have to go online. You have to go to a convention to get good games. That is not true. Some of the big box retailers are starting to carry good games. Target, Walmart, places like this, you're starting to be able to get good games. You can get Wingspan at Walmart. You can get Pandemic and all kinds of other good games at Target. They carry good games, and they carry them cheaply. You don't have to go to these crazy different places to pick up games. Now, are those places fantastic? Yes, I love local game stores. I love going to conventions. You can get some great deals online, both at online game stores and things like Amazon. You can get great games. But it is a complete myth that you have to go to one of these places to get good games. Summer Camp is a very simple game I picked up from Walmart. It's by Philip Walker Harding, which is a fantastic designer. Just go online and look at his list of games, and you'll find out that this man has his hands all over the community. Great design. Summer Camp, honestly, is a pretty simple game. I picked this game up. Again, I think this is a game that me and my wife will really enjoy. And here's the other good thing. Walmart had it on clearance because they're currently redoing their section. They're getting new games in, and when you get new games in, you have to get rid of some old ones. So they mark them down. I picked up Summer Camp for $6. You're not going to tell me that there's a Philip Walker Harding game for $6 and I'm not going to at least give it a try. Now, will I like it? I don't know. But it's a $6 game and it looks good. I will give it a try. So, here we go. That's the last game there. I may have knocked over my tower of games. Anyway, this bag's empty. Moving on. That's what I get for putting the big box on the bottom. Ugh. Last box. And I can actually tell on the outside exactly what this box is. This is from Stonemeyer, and this is my Wingspan nesting box. Let's open it up. I am so excited to get this. As I told you guys, Wingspan is my favorite game of all time. I have been looking at this both online and at conventions for well over a year now. I have been keeping track of its production. As soon as it went on sale, pretty much I ordered it. I think I was part of Wave 2. I wasn't able to get it in Wave 1, but I am beyond excited to finally have it. Oh, just look at how beautiful that is and how well packed. Oh my God, this is gorgeous. Oh, can I pull this out? Yes. Oh, come to Papa. Oh, you're huge. Oh, it's amazing. Hold on. Let's get this out of the way. Is there anything else in the box? No, is it empty? I need to make sure I get everything. Leave no man behind. Oh, just look at this. Look at how beautiful it is. Alright, so for those of you that don't know, the original Wingspan game has all the birds from North America. The first expansion added the birds from Europe. The third expansion was the Oceania expansion, added all the games from like Australia and that surrounding area. And then the final expansion that just came out with all the birds from Asia. So by my count, we are still missing South America, Africa, and Antarctica. So there should be 3 more expansions coming. They have publicly said that they plan on doing an expansion for every region of the world. So there should be 3 more coming. Ooh, actually, I forgot Stonemeyer has it down here. I was not part of Wave 2. I was part of the 3rd printing, which they did over 12,000 of. I have copy 7,037, so I was part of the 3rd printing for the nesting box, unfortunately. I would have loved to have got in on that first, but we'll take the 3rd printing. But I currently have all of my Wingspan stuff shoved into my main game. Plus, the Asia expansion that just came out wouldn't fit in the main box, so it's just sitting on top. I have seen the inside of this. This will hold every expansion in their own little area snugly and beautifully and in a way that is very intuitive to playing the game. They have also planned ahead for the next 3 expansions. Obviously, they don't know exactly what's going to be in those expansions, so what they did was they made sure to leave cubbies and card places and things like that to make sure that when this game was completed, complete, everything would fit inside this box. This is something I have not seen any game do ever in the past. Not that I can think of. Where they came out with a big box. Tons of games have done that. I have Scythe. I have tons of games that have done that. I don't know if I've ever seen a game come out with a big box where they went ahead and pre-planned on future expansions. Now, some games have left a little extra space just in case. You know, they leave a little space on top, or they might have like an extra cubby or something, but they didn't think so heavily ahead that they're like, we need this much space for this much stuff, and like they are on their game. I'm very excited to have this, and for the fact that it's going to hold everything in the future is beautiful. Here's your teaser for my next video. I'm going to try and always give you guys a little teaser. My next video is going to be us opening this box and then taking everything from my Wingspan and my Wingspan Asia, and we're going to sort everything in here into my big box. We're going to show you guys the nesting box, and we're going to show you how it all fits. And that's the way, that's all the board games and all the board game accessories I have picked up. Now we have an entire box of pop figures to go through. Let's get to that. Where do I put this? I have no room. Alright. That box. I made a mess, but it's empty. Moving on. Last box. This should be full of pop figures. Let's open it up and look. Look at all those beautiful pops. Let's open them up and see what's up. What is this one? I can't even remember what all pops I ordered now. I really can't. Hey, beautiful. So I don't have any Pokemon pops, but I finally got my first bit of Pokemon pops here in the last little bit. I got Charizard. There's my first one, Charizard Pokemon pop. I was able to get my first 2 Pokemon pops in the last couple of weeks. I got Charizard here. I also got my Arcanine from Gen Con. I showed that in my Gen Con haul video. Super glad to finally have some Pokemon as a part of my pop collection. Put that over there. Goodbye box. Next, what is in this poppy? No idea. Let's open it up. How does one open you? How does this work? This way? That'll work. Hey! Alright, so I've told you guys I'm a huge LeBron James fan. I got the LeBron dunking Space Jam pop. I plan on getting a ton of LeBron pops. He has so many. And then when he retires, there will probably be more of him in previous uniforms. You can't get players in uniforms for teams they used to play with while they're still playing. So they can't make anything but Lakers and Space Jam ones right now. They can't make Heat and Cavs ones because he still plays for the Lakers. It's a whole licensing, legal thing. But I plan on getting a lot of pop figures of LeBron over the years. Here's Space Jam. Excited to have that. And goodbye box. Next, I also got LeBron's current teammate, Anthony Davis. I'm a huge NBA fan, if you've not noticed. I love basketball. I have played it my whole life. I have watched it my whole life. So we got the Brow, Anthony Davis. Add that to the collection. Next, oh, I forgot I put these in here. These are the 2 I got from Gen Con, the Dementor and Arcanine, like I talked about. So there's a couple more to add to it. Oh, we got more. Yeah, we got more. Keep going, keep going. Yeah. What is in here? Forget this. Bubble wrap. Time to go away. Ugh. Aha! Okay, so if you saw my collection video and you saw my pop collection, you saw that one of my entire stair shelving units, whatever you want to call them, of pops is nothing but Naruto stuff. Well, guess what? There's a lot more Naruto pops to get, so I got Killer Bee. Killer Bee is a hilarious character if you've not watched the show. He's very polarizing. My wife hates Killer Bee. His comedy does not fit her personality. She does not like Killer Bee. I love Killer Bee. He's one of my favorites. He's super cool. And I actually think that his pop figure has one of the best stances I've seen in all my pops I have. I think it's super cool. But there's Killer Bee. We're not done. I know you guys are probably already like, that's a lot of pops. We're not done. Moving on. What's in this one? Alright, I opened that one a little cleaner. Alright, so again, I want all the LeBron pops. That last one was his Space Jam one of him dunking. This one is his Space Jam one of him with just his foot on the ball. I remember I picked this one up as well as that one because I got it super cheap. It was on sale. It's also an Amazon exclusive. That's one of the things about pop figures that's going to be a little hard to track some of these down is the fact that some of them are Hot Topic exclusive, Walmart exclusive, or whatever, and Amazon exclusive. So tracking down some of the pops I want over the years is going to be a thing. And I'm probably also going to end up paying a little bit of a premium price for some of them that start to be a little harder to get a hold of. But there's my next LeBron one. Add it to the collection. We got a couple more boxes here. Yeah. Oh, there's two in this one. Woo-hoo-hoo. It's a double feature. Alright, first off, we got Naruto one, of course. Oh, this might be my new favorite pop. I'm so excited about this one. So this is Naruto, my guy, the 8 inner gates. His hair is like fire, his skin is red. I know Naruto's an old show, and there's no such thing really as spoilers anymore. If you've not seen it, you just need to go watch it. But if you know this scene, it's at the end of the show, the war arc, if you know what I'm talking about. This is one of the coolest scenes in all of TV history. It's so cool, and this pop figure is cool. This might be my new favorite pop. I don't know. I may sit down one day and like rank my pops or something. When I do my top 100 board games of all time in January of this coming year, I might also rank my pop figures. I don't know. We'll see, but I'm excited about it. This one is super cool. All right, the other one in this box. So one of my favorite shows ever is Queen's Gambit. I love chess. I love the actress. I love everything about this show. It's super cool. Queen's Gambit. I got Beth Harmon. I got the Beth Harmon of her in her like white like wool cap outfit, which is from the final scene of the show when she's walking through Russia and then sits down and plays chess with the guys in like the park or whatever. That's the one I got. There's multiple of her, but this was the one I thought was the coolest, so that's the one I got. Beth Harmon. And that box is it. Last box inside the big box. I think. Yes, last box inside the big box. Let's open it up and see what's in here. You think this one has 2 in it like the last one did? I actually don't know. I think it has 1. I think I only filled 1 in there. Let's just find out though. Alright, I think I'm done with the box cutter. Oh, I forgot I got this one. Okay, so my entire life I have been a dance fan. I love dance. So if you're as old as I am, I know some of you are older, but if you're a semi-old man like I am, then you'll remember the show that used to come on, I think it was on MTV, I can't remember for sure, I think it was on MTV, called America's Best Dance Crew. America's Best Dance Crew was the show that got me into dancing. I love dance, and the season 1 winners is now the most popular dance crew of all time, the Jabberwockies. They have their own show in Vegas. They performed at halftime of the NBA Finals. They are very well known, but like they're a household name as dancers. So I got a Jabberwocky. I think this is super cool. So I've got my pop figures split up into different like sections. I've got my Naruto ones, I've got like my TV show ones, and then I have my like kind of pop culture ones, or I don't even know if that's the right word. Kind of my real life ones, my LeBron James, my Edgar Allan Poe, things like that. This just might be my favorite real life one. I forgot I got this one. It's really cool. So there's that. This box is empty. This box is empty. I have a whole pile of empty boxes over here. And here are all of my new pop figures. There's a lot of them. How many did we get? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 new pops. That's a lot of new pop figures. I got a lot of games. I got a lot of pop figures. Alright. Alright guys, there's my unboxing. We got new games, we got Kickstarters, we got Amazon purchases, and we got a ton of pop figures. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Next video is going to be sorting and unboxing my Wingspan nesting box. We're going to be putting everything into there. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. Comment your favorite thing you got that I got here down below. Maybe you also love Wingspan. Tell me your favorite pop figure. Tell me what new game you enjoyed. And I hope to catch you guys next time. Be sure to subscribe. Ring the bell so that you're notified every single time I post a new video. I'm loving doing this. The channel's growing. You guys are awesome. I'm already planning videos months in advance. I'm already working on them now. This channel has been so much fun, and you guys have made it even better. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye!